welcome back to another video. And the same spot we were previous video. It's same thing all over again, just continuing. Feels like this project is never ending on this one combine. We haven't even started on the second one or the third one yet. But we're back here. We're hoping to do the final project on this thing. One last thing that we got to do is bend it back. We got to bring it to the chirotractor. Yes, you heard me right. This thing, it got bent. There's not supposed to be a gap right there, and it's not supposed to be bent this way. So in the previous video, you heard me mention that this combine kind of fell down. Well, we had this tire off, fixing the fan. That's right behind the tire. Jack failed. The whole combine came crashing down, and with the whole thing crashing down, the header and everything was on it. Yeah, it bent it. It bent it pretty good, enough to where we got to bend it back. It's not supposed to be like that. So we brought a tractor from the farm with over here. We got the tractor sitting right there. We're gonna hook up this header because it's essentially done. Just that lid needs to be put back on there. But we're gonna hook this header up to it, bring it out of the barn, unhook the header, hook a chain up to this front end right here, and we're gonna yank it that way, hoping that that fixes our issue. No idea if it will or not, but we have 370 horses to that beg different. All right, let's adjust you. Let's bring you to an adjustment. We got the chain hooked up to this side. We're wanting to essentially pull down on that side because the way it bent, kind of bent up and this way, so we're trying to kind of twist it that way. That's at least our goal. We'll see if it'll actually work or not, but that is our goal. Got a couple of safety chains on there just in case it does decide to rip. It's not going to fly into the cab. So we're going to stand clear of this. Hopefully this doesn't rip. This is a very heavy duty chain, but you never know what happens. Hopefully the tractor rather spins than the chain snapping. I would hate for someone to get hurt. So we're still trying to take at least a few safety precautions. Oh, yeah, twist the whole combine. He's tugging. Well, that didn't work, so now we're trying a slightly different approach. See if we can figure something out. Well, that was, I guess, anticlimactic. But that's something you want. You don't want nothing crazy to happen. When dealing with something like that, pulling on a chain, that always scares me a little bit. I've had a couple of chains rip on me before. Luckily it was low. I was connected to the point, the hitch at the bottom, and it just kind of went underneath the tractor, so nothing bad happened. So this being anticlimactic, I'm okay with it. I don't want anybody to get hurt today, but we're gonna pull it back into the barn now. And the only thing we really got bent, it bent it enough. We would like it to bend more, but it's as good as we're gonna get it after the situation that happened. So now the only thing we're gonna bend now, there's little pieces of metal on the side. They don't do anything structurally, they just kind of hold it closed to where the peanuts can't fly out of there once you put that lid on. We're just gonna bend that back. A couple of minor things are bent, we're gonna bend that back. And then this combine's finally done. And then time to work on number 2. Yeah, this little piece right here, this lid bolts on right here, so this needs to be twisted and bent a little bit straighter. And then same with this one. This one also needs to be bent a little bit, but nothing too major. Done with the bending, got the lid on, hooking the header back up. We'll connect the wires for the lights on the header, connect the header, run everything, and see if everything's good to go. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Alright, lights. Camera action. Oh, this one's loose. Alright, number one. Which one's shining? Is it good? I'm assuming by that it's good. Yep, alright. Next one. I think those are the header lights. Let me know which one's shining. Oh, yep, that one's good. Or no, that's actually the basket light. And this one should be the header lights. Alright, we're good. Now just to start the combine, let's start her off nice and slow. Alright, well, I guess we start a little more than that. Doesn't sound like anything's going on. Let's close this door because there's dust coming in. Let's start it. And there drops the header. That's because we added the spinners on there. Technically we would need another hydraulic motor, but he said screw it and we're doing it without. But I'm gonna idle it on, or have it on low idle for now. We'll do a quick walk around, make sure everything's running, burning. Spinners are working like they should. Oh look, we've got to put the belt back on. Oh darn! Oh darn! Shoot, what will we do? That belt is not supposed to be on there. That essentially drives the old spinners that were on there, and we didn't want them on there, so we just disconnected the whole thing. But looks like it works good. No issues. And hopefully no leaks either. This is running good too. Let's crank her up to full throttle and turn on the header. We're really curious as to see how the header's going to turn, because we put new bushings in the entire header. So I'm curious how that's going to run. Hopefully it runs better this year. And header on. It's running awfully fast, but she's running. I like it. One combine down, 2 to go. And then there's 2 strippers after that yet. So technically 4 machines still have to go. We've got quite the work ahead of us. We're forgetting one thing. The thing we always want to do before we even start the first day. I want to grease every single chain that we have. Luckily we always have a box of this stuff. We usually keep it on our shaker here. We'll need at least 2 cans, I think. We forgot to grease the entire combine, so get to greasing. I think we're good to go. And then give it about 10 more minutes and I bet you we'll find something else that we forgot. Man, I like it. Finally seeing some progress. One thing I did notice is with all this being bent, one of these springs inside here is hitting something. I could hear it. I could hear it clanging every now and then. If I had it on a low speed, I could hear it scraping against another piece of metal every now and then. So it's still not 100% perfect, but it's definitely better than what it was. But one combine down, it's time to work on the other two. I think the other two are not going to be not near as bad. This was the only major one, the one that had all the issues, that dropped and everything. So it had a lot more work that we had to do to it. The other two are kind of just your yearly average maintenance. Starting on the next combine, first thing we're doing again is, you know, hydraulics, making sure they stop leaking. There's a lot of hydraulic leaks on this block that we put on here last year. There's a lot of leaks. I'm taking off every single hose and putting Teflon on there, so that's a nice project. And also there's some oil coming from up there in the engine bay, coming leaking down. It's kind of going towards the back end over here. It leaks onto there and kind of drips down here. So I'll find it, I'll figure out which hose it is. But I'm kind of doing all the hydraulic stuff first. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I like to start with. I think that's mainly because it makes a mess and I like to clean it up right away. But this one still has lots of work to do. We'll find all of it. It'll take a while, but we'll find it. And just when we think we're done, we're gonna find some more again. That's how it happens with every combine, happens every year. But that's gonna do it for this video. As always, I do appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.